Hack-a-shack and hacky-sack here.
You should look at your gift and show everybody.
Oh, yeah.
While he's gone to get something.
I'll mention that one, I guess.
I'll say hello to everyone. I had to do some phone calls today for Kiss FM, my radio job, and I ended up talking to one of our Sandwich and Some Lovin' listeners, Amal, and I don't know if she's going to be in the YouTube room tonight, but that was so sweet. Hi, Becky. How are you, Becky? And Michael and Albert and Army 63B? 63B?
Are they filing in?
Safe Beauty, Melinda, Jacob, yeah, they're all coming.
Are they filing
Hector
into the
says
auditorium?
wasabi.
Are they Wasabi!
Alan had to go get a little something.
Hello, Becky. Michael.
I wish it was a cocktail for me.
Albert. Hello, Army 63B. Safe Beauty. Melinda.
But we're doing
Jacob.
we're trying to be healthier, and that means I can't be drinking during the week.
Hello, Shelley. Hello, Faith. I like the name Faith.
Anyone else lagging?
Hello, Haven.
Lagging?
There's Haven. Hello,
Haven.
Kelly Franklin. Hello, ALP_179, otherwise known as ACNC12, otherwise known as Adrienne. Yeah, screaming L.A. Reid. Tweedledee and Tweedledum didn't know like who that was. We had to think about it for a while.
I had to Google it.
Who's Tweedledee and who's Tweedledum? Hello, Brooksy O.
Any of my family here?
Hello, Adri.
Has my family all abandoned me?
Hello, Jakob. Oh, I already said hi to Jakob. I don't see any of your family, but these are extended.
These are our podcast family.
These are extended family members.
Y'all, I'm thinking about getting the haircut.
Whoa, Safe Beauty, 5-hour tattoo session. How do you recover? You take a bath. Go get you a warm bath, soak in the warm bath, get all that crud off, and then get out of the warm bath. Don't stay in there too long, but then get out of the warm bath and just get horizontal and, get some stuff up under your, like
Your
a towel.
tattoo artist didn't tell you these things?
Get a towel under your, wherever it is, so you're not seeping on your sheets, on
That's
your Brooklinen sheets.
You will seep. Because every tattoo artist has a different, not every, but they have different things they tell
Some
you
say
to
don't
do.
shower, some say shower.
Alan said soak in the tub.
My guy says go home, soak in the tub for like 10 minutes, like warm water.
Yeah. Thinking about cutting my hair.
Hello, Sheila.
I know it's not my cousin Sheila. I don't think she even knows I have a podcast.
Sheila Redmond.
Oh, hey, Sheila Redmond. I was wondering if it was Sheila Raspberry, but she's not Raspberry anymore.
I don't know Sheila
I
Raspberry.
never met her.
I know Kelly Raspberry. I don't know Sheila
I
Raspberry.
never met Sheila Raspberry, but she's not Sheila Raspberry.
Hey, Karen from Savannah.
I am the worst.
Karen, I could have gone and tasted. They had a tasting today at the restaurant, and I wasn't feeling well, so I didn't go.
And I couldn't go. I had to work.
Kelly couldn't go, so we missed it. Urgh. But somebody said it was fabulous. All right.
I need to do one of those YouTube tutorials and learn how to braid my hair. I'm not very good at it,
Be very Bonnaroo.
but I need to cut it, I think.
Hey, Julie. This isn't lewd. This isn't vulgar.
Hey, Julie. Julie, you can come eat some barbecue with us when it opens. Won't be the same without you. You ready?
I am not.
Oh God, I cannot braid. You would think I could braid after having a daughter. This is terrible. Maybe it's because I'm looking at myself in a video. Oh well. You ready?
I will be here in 2 seconds. Why don't you welcome everybody into the auditorium?
Test 1, 2. Look at the thing to see if I can't see it from here. Test. Test 1, 2, 1, 2. Test me. Test. Is that good?
I think it's good. Rob McLatoris, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Rob McLatoris, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Robert or Rob McLatoris? He's Irish, babe.
No.
McLatoris.
It'd be Rob Michael
No,
Torres.
No, McLacortis.
Torres.
I've done that one before.
Could be Torres.
I've done that one before.
All right, let's go.
Hey. Who's producing this thing?
I'm almost over this cough.
Golly.
It's a deep.
Please.
Just please hit the button.
Okay, hold on, babe. I'm serious. I'm trying to get organized here. Okay.
Welcome to another episode of the A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. Welcome if this is the first time you've ever listened to our podcast, or if it's I don't even know what episode we're on, but thank you for listening. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans, one of the hosts. My husband, Alan Evans, is the other.
Hello, I'm Alan. Hey, Train in the house.
What episode are we on?
I don't know.
200 maybe?
I think it's 260 something.
Close to 300. Wow.
I think it's 260. And we're the worst at when we get to like 100, 150, 200, 250, saying something about it.
I know we don't think we should do better. We should toot our own horns more.
Oh.
And we should also ask people like and subscribe and give us a positive review.
Yeah.
Because everybody else says it but us, I feel like.
Please like and subscribe
Why
and give
not?
us a positive review.
Because we get plenty of the bad ones.
We got bad ones.
Why not throw some good ones in there every once in a while?
You got to offset all the bad ones that are attributed squarely on me.
Oh, there has to be at least one about me.
Hey, nobody out there griping about Kelly. If anybody's griping, it's about me.
I'm not asking for those, but we love the good ones.
But hey,
we accept the positive or constructive criticisms.
I don't hate on people that hate on me because this is America. And in America, if you have an opinion, you can express it. I may not agree with it, or I may agree with it. But either way, fine by me.
Okay.
All
right.
I'm just saying. That's just the way this works.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Last time I checked, that's the way this works.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, so we've got some stuff to get to. I'm so excited. Alan is bringing it this week on the podcast, and I'm just going to be Kelly Raspberry Evans.
How did this happen?
I don't know. I think it's because I had so much going on today. Guys, my day today was so incredibly full.
How full was it?
Very full. I had to write a speech and also do a video presentation for this conference that was pre-recorded that's going to air next week. I had to cut some Facebook videos because I'm hosting a virtual happy hour on September the 24th on my public Facebook page. You're all welcome to join. It's going to be before we record the podcast. It'll be at 6:30 Thursday, September 24th. I'll be doing that. I had to do some promos for that. And then as I'm doing the promos, I pour myself, it's a cocktail, it's a happy hour. I go outside and I'm videoing, and Zoe, our schnauzer, decides right in the middle of filming to jump in my lap. I pour the entire thing. I smell like a mango margarita, which actually isn't a bad way to smell, but that's what I had happened to me today.
I hope you saved that video.
I have the video.
Good.
I was so mad.
Send it to me, please.
I will. I was so mad. But anyway, the dog loves me. You can't be that mad at her. And like I said, there are worse things to smell like than mango margaritas.
You can smell like your husband.
I could.
And what would that smell like?
Well, tonight it would smell like roasted pork.
Well, wait a second. I got cleaned up.
Grilled pork.
I actually took a shower today.
You did. I didn't. I still smell like mango margaritas.
But I may smell like grilled pork.
Yeah, he was gracious enough to cook for us tonight.
Pork tenderloin.
When Alan decides we're going to eat healthier, he starts cooking more, which I really appreciate.
Because when it's Kelly's turn to cook or something, we go out to eat.
We do a lot. We do a lot of that.
Yeah.
We also do a lot of takeout. But I'm trying to make some changes with that.
Yes.
And you'll hear more about that later. Baby steps, people. Baby steps. But Alan, just give us a little sneak preview of what we got coming up on today's podcast.
I don't know. What are we
You said Alan, you said you brought the relationship.
So I'm the skipper and you're the Gilligan again,
yes,
huh?
Yes.
I'm the bus driver and you're the student, huh?
As it should be
wow.
in every marriage.
Okay.
I follow your lead, honey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, speaking of marriage, this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I think I even teased it maybe 30 podcasts ago.
And we just forgot
and
to do it.
And we never did it.
We're really bad.
Oh, we're the worst.
Why does anybody listen to us? We tease stuff and never do it.
But I have 36 questions that lead to love.
Oh my gosh.
We're not going to
36?
get, there's no way we're getting through 36. We're going to break it up into 3 sets.
Am I having a deja vu? I feel like we did this like on podcast 17.
We did not. We're going to go 12, 12, 12. So we'll break it up over podcast. But this should be a lot of fun. It's something that was developed by a psychologist, and you start easy and then it gets more involved as you go on. But it's great for people who just met to ask each other these questions, to learn a lot about each other very quickly.
I swear we've done this before, but it was a couple hundred podcasts ago. So it's going to be new to all of us again.
And I think this will be good also for those of you who maybe you know your spouse, but you just want to get to know them a little bit better.
Okay.
So I thought we'd do it right here on the podcast, babe.
All right.
So we got a little bit of that. We got a grab bag of letters.
We appreciate those very much. You could always email us at podcast@kellyanddallin.com. If you have any questions, comments, anything you'd like us to address on the podcast, we would love to do that.
Yes.
I've got something that a listener asked us to address, and I will try to do my best with that in a little bit.
Well, wait a second. I thought I was producing the podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I won't contribute.
Well,
Never mind.
you can, but I
Never mind.
Where is that going to go?
Forget what I said.
Well, no, you can't. Where does it go? Like, when are we going to do that?
Well, after you do yours.
And then, and then Kelly wants to do a musical activity at some point. We're not going to do it tonight.
Yeah, we have to put some more thought into it.
Got to put some more thought into it. It's not fully baked. It's not fully fleshed.
And I don't know if we're going to actually sing, because the last time we sang, it was so bad.
We're not going to sing.
Well, we could.
Well, no.
There could be a singing element.
But we're going to tease that thing Kelly wants to do.
Well, now I want to sing because you told me I can.
And I'm going to talk to you about a new artist that I have found, and I've been so into it.
Yeah.
I love listening to this artist.
On repeat.
It's a country.
He's very
artist.
Good. He's got me loving him.
It's a country artist.
And he literally listens to the album on repeat we're building a shed.
So I want to tell you about this artist. So that's what I got, babe.
All right. We do have a lot to get to, and I'm so thankful that I get to do it with you.
Yes.
My husband, Alan Evans.
Yes.
You know what? If I was looking for someone to, I don't know, maybe take Alan's place one day as my co-host, you know where I'd go? I'd go to ZipRecruiter.
My man.
Because no matter what job you need to be filled, if you want to have the quality candidates without having to sift through all the bad ones, the wrong ones, you want the right fit for you, you need to start with ZipRecruiter. And Monica Starks could actually relate to that. She needed to hire for a pivotal role at her construction company. It's called GS Group. But Monica was having a tough time finding the right person, especially because there were so many candidates out there. You got a lot of people, wanting to work right now. So she switched to ZipRecruiter. And ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its technology identifies people with the right experience for your job, and they actively invite them to apply, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free when you go to ZipRecruiter.com/sandwich, because that's how Monica found Lamont Jenkins. She said ZipRecruiter sent Lamont's profile to her around 5 minutes after she posted her job, because he was such a great match for that role. So through ZipRecruiter, Monica's company's hired everyone from accountants to project managers to field scientists. But Monica is not the only employer who loves ZipRecruiter. And again, if I'm ever looking for another podcast co-host, and maybe Alan would need to replace me because I apparently can't speak, I know where I'm going, and that's ZipRecruiter.
And 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself how ZipRecruiter makes hiring faster and easier. Try it now for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/sandwich. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sandwich. Sandwich is SANDWICH. ZipRecruiter.com/sandwich.
Get on it. Hire the right people.
Love ZipRecruiter.
Thank you.
Why did you mention a new podcast host twice?
Well, I mean, just in case. I was just trying to relate to the client.
That's fine. That's fine.
With advertising.
I'll start one. I'll get on Chatty Daddies or something. I'll ask them.
Maybe they don't have an opening.
I'll grovel at their feet. See if
Speaking of our fellow
Yes.
Yay Network's Chatty Daddies podcast, Nick Adams is on there. He has 2 children. JC Chavez from the Kid Morning Show also on there with his 2 children. But Trey has been on there. Trey has been expecting a child for, 9 months. And now he is also officially a Chatty Daddy. Congratulations to he and to Kara on the birth of their baby boy, Quade.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Beautiful baby boy.
That's big news there.
It is big news.
Boy,
I'm excited.
That infant stage is very tough.
Well, the first few weeks, I remember the first week or 2 at least, I was on adrenaline, and I didn't start getting that true mom fatigue until a little bit later, where you don't bathe, you don't shower because you're afraid to leave the baby, and the baby needs such constant attention. But yeah, right now she's in the bliss stage. He's only like 2 days old. I can't wait to meet him and kiss on him when it's safe to do that. Somebody tell me when it's safe to kiss on babies again.
2026.
Don't you miss the days when you could kiss and lick on strangers' babies and nobody thought anything of it?
Which is when George is going to have you guys go back into the studio.
Maybe. I'm hoping we have just next week, because we need to get back to, I'm ready to get back to some more normalcy. I feel like it's gotten better, at least where we live. We go out to restaurants, we just wear the mask in, take the mask off as soon as you sit down, put it on when you go to the bathroom or whatever. And the minute you get out, take that mask back off and breathe again. So we're not really hampered too much in the way we live our lives. It's just kind of hampered, I guess I'd say the group gatherings, because we're used to doing stuff in big groups. I would love to have a podcast family happy hour get together. And hopefully we will be able to do that soon with Oak Barbecue when that finally opens.
Can't hang out at a bar.
Yeah, with those of you who live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area who can be there, we so look forward to that. And we still have the contest to name the smokers. That's getting ready to wrap up pretty soon. So if you have a name for the smoker, we have 3. We're looking for creative, fun names for those.
Yeah, I think we're closing that this week.
This week, it's the end.
Yeah, next week we'll announce the winners.
And the winners. We're going to treat to dinner at Oak Barbecue. So get those in. Last minute suggestions. Maybe you've already entered and you thought of something else. Enter that one too. We want to have some fun names for that. So we look forward to meeting all of you and seeing those of you who've already met again. And I'll hopefully be healthy by then. I don't think I'm contagious.
A little tidbit of normalcy that we experienced the other night. Throughout the quarantine, if you went to I don't know if it's like this at your Chick-fil-A, but at our Chick-fil-A, when you go through the drive-thru, they wouldn't touch your credit card. They would hold the reader to you at arm's length and have you stick the credit card in the credit card machine.
Right.
Didn't happen that way last night.
Right.
That dude, he rolled right on up to next to my door and he grabbed my credit card
with his gloved hand?
His bare hand.
Bare
I think he had a bare hand.
How about that?
Stuck it in the credit card.
How about that?
Machine. And there you go. And I was like, wow, this is like the good old days here.
Yeah.
He's not treating me like a leper.
I don't think that's everywhere. I think that's just maybe his personal choice.
Maybe it was.
But
okay, babe. Let's
happy to get back to normal.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get going here. Okay. This is like I said, this has 36 questions on this thing. This is an article by Daniel Jones, and the way he starts this out in Mandy Lynn Catrone's Modern Love essay, to fall in love with anyone, do this. She refers to a study by the psychologist Arthur Aron and others that explores whether intimacy between 2 strangers can be accelerated by having them ask each other a specific series of personal questions. This is a way to get to know a stranger really fast.
They could use this on that Netflix show where they don't see each other.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Exactly.
Blind Love.
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody used some of these questions. We're going to find out.
Which was a really seedy, lewd kind of concept.
It wasn't seedy or lewd. It was just odd. It wasn't seedy and lewd.
I'm behind this wall. You can't see me, but I'm over here.
It wasn't seedy or lewd.
You can't see what I'm doing, but I can hear your voice.
They weren't doing that.
Okay. In there are 36 questions in the study that are broken up into 3 sets. So like I said, there's no way we're getting through 36. We can get through maybe the first set.
Well, let's see how it goes. We might just...
With each set intended to be more probing than the previous one.
Okay. Now you're getting lewd.
No, there's probing, more probing.
Again.
You remember there was a car named a Ford Probe?
I do.
I wanted one of those. The idea is that mutual vulnerability fosters closeness. To quote the study's authors, quote, one key pattern associated with the development of a close relationship among peers is sustained, escalating, reciprocal, personal self-disclosure. So starting small and then opening up the kimono.
Oh, wow.
When you get to the crescendo.
Okay.
To the top of the mountain.
We're going to do that on the podcast.
Well, not this one podcast.
Okay.
Allowing oneself to be vulnerable with another person can be exceedingly difficult. So this exercise forces the issue. Okay? You up for this?
I guess so.
The final task is staring into each other's eyes.
Oh, I hate that.
For 4 minutes.
No, I'm not doing that.
That's less well documented, with the suggestion duration ranging from 2 minutes to 4. But
we're just going to do that and not talk?
The psychologist was unequivocal in her recommendation. 2 minutes is just enough to be terrified. 4 really goes somewhere. We're not going to do that part.
Yeah, because what are y'all going to do? Just sit there and not listen to us stare at each other? Do you talk while you're staring?
You do the same thing that the person behind the wall does in that show. Okay, so here's set 1. You're going to have to work or think relatively quickly on this. I guess. I mean, these are tough.
I'm ready.
Well, they start easy. Okay, step 1. Question 1 for you, babe.
Okay.
Given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest?
Anyone in the world?
Anyone in the world.
Oh, see, now that's hard. I'll go ahead and pick Jennifer Lopez.
Anyone in the world, and you're going with J-Lo?
Yes, I love her.
Okay. Anyone in that's a really tough one for me, too.
Well, just spit something out.
Oh, God. James Hetfield from Metallica.
Okay, there you go.
I just want to pick his brain.
There are our answers. Ask and answer.
Both entertainers.
Because I love Jennifer Lopez.
How about that? You could have picked anyone in the world.
J-Lo.
You could have picked me, Kelly. You could have picked me, but you didn't. It would have been a beautiful thing. Would have been second to none. Fantastic.
But Ronald Reagan's dead.
Okay, number 2. Would you like to be famous? In what way?
Me?
Yes.
I would like to be a famous sitcom actress because that's what I wanted to be when I was a little girl. I wanted to be an actress on a sitcom. I don't want to do love scenes in movies and make myself cry. I wanted to be a sitcom actress. I grew up watching and loving sitcoms. That's what I want to be famous for.
Uh-huh.
I don't care about finding a cure for anything. I just want to be a funny person.
Okay, here's my deal on the fame. If I were to be famous, I'd want to be just famous enough so that if I walk down the street, someone would be like, I know I've seen that guy somewhere before, but I can't really place. Oh, yeah, that's blah, blah, blah. But not so famous that I couldn't leave my home like Britney.
Yeah, I don't want people to hound me, but I like when people come up and say, hey.
Yeah. That would be
as long as everybody's nice.
That would be just enough famous.
Well,
now, if that never happened, that'd be fine too.
I don't know if I'm going to be a sitcom actress at this point.
Okay. See, we're already learning all kinds of things.
Look at.
Okay, number 3. And I encourage you to write these down, folks. These are, if you're in the dating scene or you want to try these with your spouse or a partner, do it. Number 3, before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you're going to say and why?
No. No.
Would you like to expound on that a little bit?
Well, if I had to confront somebody, I guess I would kind of have in my mind what I wanted to say, but I've never rehearsed a phone call. I've rehearsed a speech.
You've never rehearsed a phone call?
A phone call? No, not that I can think of.
Okay, I'll confess that I have, because I've done phone interviews.
Oh.
And I've kind of walked through kind of what I was going to say when they say, so tell me about yourself. So I would kind of talk myself through that.
No.
Okay.
I didn't do that. Kid Craddock, when he first called me, I didn't realize I was being interviewed. I was just shooting the SHIT, you know.
Whoa.
And
easy.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah, it did. Okay. All right. How about number 4? What would constitute a perfect day for you?
Oh gosh. Well, I mean, I would sleep in. I would leisurely get myself ready. And I would like my hair to be super cute just on the first try. Have you ever had your hair like you have to fix it 3 or 4 times to get almost where you want it? Just that one day when your hair is just so perfect. I want a perfect hair day. And then I want to go to lunch with my girlfriends and I want to drink during lunch because I think drinking during lunch is real fun. And then I have to have somebody drive me home because I'd probably be a little bit tipsy. But before I go home, let's go to Home Goods. We'll go to Home Goods and we'll go to TJ Maxx and we'll go to Marshall's and we'll do all that. That'd be fun. And then I come home and I probably need to take a nap. At that point. And then my husband will be there.
Wow. Okay. I was wondering if I was going to be part of this day.
And then he is going to like, honey, you have had such a long day of drinking and shopping that I am going to cook for you tonight. And then he's going to make me a dirty martini to enjoy, slightly dirty blue cheese sauce. And I'm going to sit there as he cooks for me and drink my martini. And then we're going to have a lovely dinner together. And then we're going to go to bed and see what happens. Probably not a lot because we usually do that on in the morning on the weekends. That's my perfect day.
Okay. Do you want to hear mine?
Sure.
Okay. Wake up, blowjob. Have coffee, blowjob. Have lunch, blowjob. Go for a jog with a trio of topless women, blowjob.
Oh, you're just full of crap. He is just, y'all, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
The only reason I said that, and I'm kidding, but the only reason I said that is because
he's halfway not
have you
kidding.
ever seen that joke? It's the woman's perfect day.
Well, yeah.
And it's pretty much what you just said.
Yeah, but you need food and sex.
The only thing you didn't mention was you didn't go get like a blowout in a massage.
No, because my hair already looked perfect.
And then the guy's perfect day was wake up, blowjob, coffee, read a newspaper, blowjob.
Are you trying to tell me it's been too long?
No. I'm just saying that guys and girls' perfect days are different. And now everybody thinks I'm really lewd because they think that's my perfect day, but it's not. My perfect day, I think, would be waking up, opening the doors to either my RV or my beach home.
Okay.
And seeing the sunset,
South Carolina?
Seeing the sunset, and then hearing the waves.
Nice. The sunrise.
Yeah, the sunrise. Sorry, sunrise. And then hearing the waves. Walking down to the beach, going for a little walk, a little leisurely stroll down the beach, holding a cup of coffee, with the waves crashing at your feet.
Yeah.
At your bare feet.
Yeah. Who's with you walking?
I guess my guy friends, because you went to lunch with your girlfriends. So while you're at the lunch with your girlfriends, yes. I'll be walking on the beach with my guy friends.
Well, honey, I assumed you were at work. It was my day off, not yours.
Okay. No, but I think anything that involved coffee, the beach, and then maybe some good food, and then maybe a blowjob after that. That would be it.
All right. Honey,
okay.
I'll put that on the list of things to do.
Okay. Number 5. When did you last sing to yourself or to someone else?
Well, I mean, I was singing along as we were building that shed. So to that new artist that you introduced me to.
Yeah. Hack.
Y'all have to forgive me.
You're going to foul out. You only get 6 on Shaq.
I'm sorry. But while we were building, I like to memorize songs that I love. Let me turn the fan down. Maybe that's not helping me. I like to memorize songs that I love. And so I listen to them on repeat while I memorize them and try to sing along. I apologize.
You okay?
I'm okay.
Okay. Okay.
And I was just talking. It happens, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sing to myself. I do sing to myself every day.
Yeah.
In the car. I mean,
yeah.
I sing to myself all the time.
Yeah. We're singers.
Yeah. Shower.
We're singing people.
To someone else. I'm always singing. Well, sometimes I sing silly songs to you and the kids.
Like I know something.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do that a lot.
Yeah. Okay. That was easy to answer. Number 6. If you were able to live to the age of 90, and retain either the mind or the body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want?
Body.
If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of the 30-year-old, okay, for the last
of my
60 years.
30-year-old self or a hot 30-year-old? Because at 30, I wasn't cute.
It just says the body of a 30-year-old, so not your body. It could be anybody's body.
If it's a hot 30-year-old, I'll take that. Is that shallow? I should say a 30-year-old mind, shouldn't I?
You should say mine because
at 30, I still wasn't confident. I feel like I was coming out of my 20s and you're still kind of all disheveled. I wasn't confident at 30. I didn't gain confidence until I got in my 40s. So I would rather have the body of a hot 30-year-old, and the older I got and the more confident I got, I would know how to use that body. Right? Maybe? That's what I'm saying.
I would say mind. I don't think I'd be so tore up at 30 that, I would just age the way I'm going to age after 30, but then keep my sense. I've already lost my marbles. I'd want to keep my marbles as long as I could.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hot body will get you farther.
You want the body? I want the marbles. All right. Number 7, do you have a secret hunch about how you will die?
Well, I've always said I won't die in a plane crash. And whenever anybody's scared to fly, I'm like, fly with me because I ain't dying in a plane crash. I just don't feel that. I've thought a couple times I might die in a car accident.
Hey, that's awful.
Well, you're asking me. This is the question.
That's awful.
Well, you're asking. I've had some situations where I guess you don't call them near misses, you call them near hits, that I'm like, dang, that could have been it. So I've had thoughts that, of course, we would all love to die in our sleep at a very ripe old age with the body of a 30-year-old, either next to you or that's your body.
Or your girlfriend's at lunch.
Or yes, but just very peacefully. But I don't really know that I don't know. I'd like to say old age.
You've really danced around the question.
Well, what I said, you got all upset with me.
In a car crash.
My hunch was car crash.
Your hunch was car crash.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, that's dark.
You asked.
Yeah.
Everybody can say what they want to die is in their sleep. Everybody says that. What's your hunch?
I don't want to die in my sleep.
What do you want to die?
I don't want to go to sleep and never wake up again. I want to be doing something.
I don't want to hurt.
I want to be.
I just want to go to bed and say goodnight and wake up in heaven. That'd be great.
I want to be doing something hopefully pleasurable.
And then you'd scar the person that was doing it with you.
No.
How horrible.
I didn't say it had to be sexual relations. It could be,
That'd be awful, right? You're in the middle of having relations and one of you dies and the guy's like, that's the way he wanted to go out. But then the woman's like, but I killed him.
I could be in the middle of eating a T-bone steak and then you're looking over at me and then my head just goes forward and my face falls in my mashed potatoes. That could happen.
So you want to die by heart attack or choking?
Neither. I don't have a hunch because I don't think about how I'm going to die. I know I'm going to die, but I don't know how. I don't really right now.
Comes back first.
I don't really care how I'm going to die at this point. I just know it's going to happen.
Man, I don't know.
That's a tough one. See, they're getting tougher. Number 8, name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common.
Politics.
Oh, wow. Yes, we do. Kelly. Yeah, Kelly, sometimes you do. Yeah. On a sandwich and some Lovin podcast.
I'm trying to think what else we have in common. Politics, we do have that in common. We have good relationships with our families. Mm-hmm. We both come from, one sibling each. Mm-hmm. Good families, I think. Probably our sex drives are about the same. Right?
I don't know what that means.
It means we're about the same. We both want it and about the same.
Yeah, I guess.
There you go.
Let's see. Name 3 things about you and your partner appear to have in common.
You can't say the same 3.
Well, I can't say the same things. I think we both have a creative side, creative mind. I think we both like doing some of the same kind of things when we're just kind of puttering around together.
Yeah, we just
The same type of like
movies,
mindless, meaningless activities. We'll do those together.
We just like bumming around together.
Yeah, bumming loud, a lot of and we both have a hacking cough at the moment.
I know, you gave me it.
Yeah, we don't get sick very often.
We don't.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
But when we do, it lingers.
Yeah, hack a shack. 9. For what in your life do you feel most grateful?
Well, I mean, my salvation.
Oh, wow. Now, I'm going to sound like the asshole if I don't say that.
Well, I mean, I have to think a big picture thing, my salvation, the salvation of the people that I love. I feel assured that I will be with them throughout eternity.
Yeah. Okay. I would keep mine here on the earth. I would say that I feel most grateful just for, my life hasn't always been like how I thought it would be, I guess. Like it didn't turn out really the way I thought it would turn out. So to be in a loving relationship and have healthy kids, I'm just most grateful for that, I think. To have my health too. I'm a pretty healthy guy.
Yeah.
And all my people that I know are healthy too,
Yes, that was not one thing. That was a lot of things, but I'll let you slide on that.
Well, okay. That's what I'm most grateful for. 10, if you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
Oh gosh, I loved being raised in South Carolina. I loved it. I just for me, and I don't know if it's necessarily the way I was raised, but it was about my personality type. I wish I had a little bit more fun, and I wish I got in more trouble, a little bit more trouble than I did. I was such a good girl, and I was always afraid of getting in trouble. And I have I think a healthy fear of authority. Like I don't want to make anybody in charge mad, but I wish I would have had a little bit more of a what the hell kind of attitude and lived a little bit more fearlessly.
Like Booger?
Booger?
In Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
I don't recall him very much.
Well, he always said,
I just wish I had a little bit more of a not devil may care, but a little bit more of a like, what the hell,
No.
I wish.
She had a partaken in the devil's cabbage,
no,
maybe?
I don't mean about smoking pot or anything like that, which by the way, I never have.
Maybe,
but I just wish I would have I wish I would have just had more fun.
Getting a 12-pack of Keystones and sitting on the tailgate?
No, not necessarily, but I guess.
Well, then what are you going to do that's fun?
I don't know. See, I'm such a rule follower. I don't want to underage. I don't know.
If you're not drinking or blazing, what kind of fun can you be having?
I don't know.
Let's see here. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? The way I was raised. I wouldn't change. I honestly, I don't look at anything about the way I was raised. I would change me. I would change my attitude about the way I was raised. I didn't know how well I was raised until I got older.
So again, we both kind of failed at that question.
Yeah.
I feel like to say something about the way I would raise would be disrespectful to my parents.
Yeah. I don't
want to do that.
I wouldn't change that. I would want my parents. I always kept my mom and dad at arm's length when I was a kid. Especially when I was a teenager, I kept them way the hell away, and that was just the way I was, And I wish I hadn't done that.
I think a lot of teenagers are like that.
But I didn't want them. I didn't want them coming to my golf tournaments. I don't know. I was weird. I didn't want them coming to see me at school. At college. I don't know. I was just a weird teenager.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of teenagers are weird. I know that for a fact.
You want to take a quick break real quick?
We have 2 more.
Okay.
You want to take a break or do you want to?
No, go ahead. If it's only 2 more.
Okay, 2 more. Oh, gosh. Well, number 11, take some time and tell your partner your life story in as much detail as possible. We
We're
know
not doing that
we
right
know
now.
each other's life story in great detail.
So y'all have heard it. Okay.
You've heard that.
Next.
But that's the question. Take 4 minutes and tell your partner, the one you're doing this activity with, your life story in as much detail as possible.
In 4 minutes.
In 4 minutes.
All
We're not
right.
going to do that just in the interest of time. And we just recently did that.
Yeah, I felt
about
like we did
10
that.
podcasts ago.
Yeah.
We did that. Because somebody said, hey, I know about Kelly's life story, but maybe she could do it. And Alan, I don't know anything about yours. Why don't you?
Yeah.
And then you said I was going on too long, remember?
Way more than 4 minutes. Way too much detail.
Okay, and here's the final question of tonight's set. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
Fearlessness.
Fearlessness. Huh. Just more adventurous?
Yeah, because I'm scared. I'm scared of getting hurt. I'm scared of getting in trouble. This goes back to, my childhood. I mean, I'm scared of stuff. And so I don't do it. I'm scared of getting hit by balls in the face. So I'm not good at sports. I'm horrible at sports.
Balls.
I can't even jump off the ledge into the pool. I'm seriously, when I had to jump off a ledge, how high is that ledge?
3 feet.
3 feet. I was paralyzed with fear.
Kelly panicked.
I'm very fear-based, fear-driven person.
We had all the kids.
And I wish I was less like that.
We had all the kids watching. And I said, okay, come on, babe. I'm going to do a video. And she inches out to the end of this little stone platform.
I froze.
It might be 2 feet. It's not far. And Kelly couldn't do it.
And yeah, I don't know what. And, public speaking, I get paralyzed. I'm asked to do it a lot, but it's scary. I don't know. I wish I was more fearless.
It's okay, babe. I think I would want to be a lot better with like numbers, like smarter like that.
That's boring.
Well, I know just enough to get me by, but I'm talking like really smart with numbers.
Like trigonometry?
No. Like in that movie that I love, A Beautiful Mind, like that smart with numbers.
But he was mentally ill.
Well, he was mentally ill, but he was a genius. I have a mind of somebody like that, but not the mentally ill part, because I've already got that.
All right. Well, you may get you a math tutor?
No, I can't do it now. It's too late.
It's never too late.
I don't have the.
It's too late for me to be fearless.
And well, hold on. I'm going to answer one more. And learn to speak a freaking foreign language.
Yes. Oh, I wish I spoke Spanish. I took French in high school and I was really good at it.
I'm going to put that on the bucket list next year.
But then I never.
Let's put it on the bucket list.
No, I'm too old. I know we should. I actually, okay. A few years ago at work, I said, let's all learn to speak Spanish. They were like, yeah, let's do it. So we got a Spanish teacher to come in, and she wanted to teach us like we were starting in grade 1 with the conjugations and subject and verb agreement. I'm like, just teach me how to speak it. I don't want to learn how to conjugate. And, I just want to speak it, which I know she's the teacher and she knows better. But by the second or third week, everybody quit. Because everybody just wants to speak it without the work, I guess.
Everybody wants to shoot the guns. No one wants to be the clerk.
Right. But can't we download one of those programs and just learn to speak it?
Programs?
Like
like Google Translate?
Babbel or
that's what we're doing now.
No, there's like an app like Babbel or what's the other one?
I don't know.
I forget the names of them all of a sudden. But anyway.
Anyway, that's the first of our 3-part series of questions. You notice how they kind of got a little harder as you went along, but they start getting really, really personal.
Well, it'd be one thing if it was just you and me sharing some of this stuff. It's another thing when everybody's listening. So,
well, hey, we can reserve the right to answer or not
answer. All right. Well, I want to tell you something that was really cool. The other day, I didn't say anything to Alan, but I ordered some new workout leggings. And I didn't say a word to him. I didn't, because, half the time I put on something new I just ordered and Alan doesn't notice. He doesn't, or if he notices, he doesn't say anything. But what did you say to me? Unprovoked. I didn't say a word. I'm just walking around in my new workout pants. Do you remember?
Something about apple bottom?
Yeah. He was like, your butt looks so good in those leggings. I was like, oh, they worked. Because
Yeah.
you hear about things like this.
And then I slapped it.
But see, if I'd told him ahead of time, he would have been looking for it, but the fact that he noticed and I didn't say a word to him, I was like, I am a believer. And the leggings I'm talking about are Sweaty Betty. Have you heard of Sweaty Betty? This is a company out of London. And thank the Lord, thank the but God that they have come across the pond and they are available for us here in the United States. No other athletic brand can compete with this Sweaty Betty power leggings that are expertly placed seams with squat tested compression fabric that physically give your booty instant peach emoji status. Let me tell you, I am the flattest butt white girl you have ever met.
Like West Texas.
The fact that my husband noticed I had some shape going on back there, these are worth every penny you're going to pay for them.
There was curvature.
Also, Sweaty Betty are quick drying. They've got these deep pockets for you to, fit your cell phone in, because our cell phones keep getting bigger, which is odd. They went small for a while, now they're getting bigger, but these got deep pockets for your cell phones. These leggings are also high-waisted, which helps with that muffin top thing. You can take the quiz at sweatybetty.com to find your perfect style and choose from a wide selection of strategically cut patterns. Now, like I said, Alan noticed my butt. I didn't have to say a word. I am a firm believer in my firm booty that I didn't have to do all the squats and lunges. I just put on these leggings and it's like I did it anyway.
Yeah.
It's true, isn't it?
It is very true.
I love
that
them.
Story is true. Everything Kelly said.
I got the 3/4 length. They're like a camo print. If you're looking for the exact ones I got, I might even model them for you.
They're my favorite ones
on my social pages. But hey, I'm going to order more because, after a while you can only wear the same pair and people start being like, you're wearing those same leggings every day. I know, but look at how good my butt looks in them. Thank you, Sweaty Betty.
And now through November 1st, get 20% off your entire purchase when you visit sweatybetty.com/lovin. This is the best offer Sweaty Betty has available anywhere. And because you deserve to look amazing before, during, and after you work out, get 20% off your entire purchase at sweatybetty.com/lovin. And this is only until November 1st. It is spelled SWEATYBETTY.com/lovin. LOVIN. SweatyBetty.com/lovin.
I'm telling you.
Peach emoji status.
I'm serious.
Or status.
It's great.
One time we need to do that. I've been wanting to do that for a while.
What?
The two different ways, or the different ways you can pronounce words and which one's right.
Well, there's the British pronunciation,
Good eye,
spelling,
mate.
and the American way,
For which one?
For a lot of words.
Oh. Like that one, status or status. Which one is it?
I would say status.
Nevada or Nevada?
I've always said Nevada, but we heard last night that it's actually Nevada. But Nevada makes me feel like I'm saying it like I live in the Midwest, Nevada. I don't know.
Missouri or Missouri?
I've always said Missouri.
Okay. There's a lot of them.
Well, are we going to do that now or are we going to save that?
Emphasis or emphasis?
Emphasis.
I say emphasis. Okay, we're going to do some letters. You know what? We don't get letters very often from dudes.
We don't.
Except the one dude who, he started off, he and I, we had a problem. And then we ended up being friends.
Yes.
Even though I've never met him, we're friends now.
Yep.
John, remember John?
I do.
He didn't like AE, but now he likes AE, and I like him.
Won him over, honey.
This one is from Ian. I've always loved that name. That's a strong name.
Well, if we ever have another child,
Well, that's not going to happen.
we could adopt.
Okay. Ian says, hey guys. Thank you both so much for going to 2 podcasts a week. I consider my wife and I 2 of your very best customers.
Thank you, Ian.
We have
Good
even
wife.
gone back to the very beginning and started listening to the podcasts all over again.
Oh my gosh.
Since y'all went to 1 podcast a week. But we're really excited y'all are back at 2. This is probably one of the best birthday gifts.
Aw.
Today is her actual birthday, and this letter is actually written today. So happy birthday to the lovely Ashley. which is Ian's wife. How about that?
Happy birthday, Ashley.
Yes. Thank you both so much for just being absolutely amazing people. I love reading these where they're just so nice to you. For absolutely amazing people and providing some much needed relief during this troubling year. We both love y'all desperately. Life is good when you have a good podcast.
That's right.
Sincerely, Ian.
Ian.
Thank you, Ian.
Thank you. Ashley, happy birthday.
My man.
You two crazy kids need to think about going on the next podcast family vacation with us.
My man, Ian.
In 2021, we're going to make it happen.
My man, Ian. Okay, the next one is from Tara. The subject is Enneagram types.
Enneagram.
I've
been wanting to do this.
Well, she gave us a link.
Okay.
We're going to do it.
Okay. Because I know there are online links and I've done them. But
got it right here.
Okay.
Tara says, Dear Kelly and Alan. First of all, I love your podcast so much, and it is always so enjoyable to listen to. You guys bring so much joy to my mornings when I listen as I get ready for work.
Thank you.
That's nice. I was wondering if either of you have taken an Enneagram personality test. It's a longer test, but it is scary accurate. There are 9 types, and I love knowing what type people are because it feels, I feel like it helps me to know people better. It's a fun test, and if you guys ever take it, I would love to know what each of you are. I'll post the link. Here it is. And it even shows you on the site information about each type if you're curious. Thank you for always bringing a smile to my face. Tara, you can say my name. Tara.
All right, Tara, I will take yours because I know there are several online. We actually had a professor who does these Enneagrams, anyway, that was supposed to be on the Kidcratic Morning Show. And
Nationally
I was
syndicated.
Looking forward to doing that so much. It happened at the very beginning of quarantine, and I don't know what happened. It never panned out. I don't know what happened. So I don't know. Why don't we, if anybody else wants to take this particular Enneagram test, why don't we post the link so our listeners can take it as well?
Okay.
Why don't we put that up on the website at kellyandalan.com? Can you do a blog post with that?
Yeah, I can.
So Alan's going to put that, give us a day or so because sometimes we lag, but we'll put up that Enneagram test. Let's all take it. And then we can all see how our numbers describe our personalities. I wonder if it'll be different from the last one I took, if your answers change depending on your mood that day.
Maybe. I'd like to take it. All right, this next one's from, got a grab bag tonight, babe. This one's from Lisa. Lisa says, Hey, Kelly and Alan.
Hello.
Kelly and Alan.
Why do you keep saying that?
Just so you'll get a reaction from you like I just did. She says, Alan, I just listened to the episode where your daughter skipped out on her grandmother's 75th birthday. And
that's a while back.
And you tried to take her to go look at Christmas lights. Yeah, this was,
last year.
2 years ago. A couple of years ago, yeah. I'm still catching up and listening to all the episodes. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry that you were hurt. I don't have teenagers yet, but I cried with you. I'm offering up prayers that these things have and will get better. I'm sure you know that it isn't personal, but I know it still stings. I love Kelly and have fallen in love with you too.
Oh,
Hey now. Not that way. Lots of laughs. I'm a happily married woman. Okay. I love how you two love each other and are there for each other. I just wanted to share some love and prayers. I can tell that you guys are great parents. I'm happy to be part of your podcast family, and I love you guys. God bless. Lisa. Kelly's my wife.
yeah, don't forget it.
Okay. Thank you, Lisa.
God, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But thank you for going back and catching up.
Holy moly.
You might want to edit that one.
Yeah, that one.
It's a long one.
Yeah, I'm going to have to edit that one down. This next one's from Adriana. A beautiful name, Adriana. I always like that name. Subject is chapped heels. Hey, Kelly and Alan.
How could you get that messed up?
I don't know. I just read it wrong. Hey, Kelly and Alan. Love the podcast, and I just wanted to share with Kelly that all she has to do for her chapped feet is use Vaseline and put some socks on.
See, that's the thing.
Cake it on, girl, and put some socks over them. Girl, do it during the day when you're on the air. Lots of laughs since no one can see your feet.
That might be the solution. Because if I wear socks to bed, I have this thing. I've been to the doctor for it before. I've got Raynaud's syndrome in my fingers. It's where if my fingers get really, really cold, they look like cadaver hands. They turn like this weird, very pale white blue, right?
Mhm.
You've seen that.
Yeah.
And I started to get it in my toes as well. And I went to the doctor about it, and he said they call it the French flag syndrome or something, because your feet will, when they get cold like that or something, and then when the blood starts coming back, then they turn like they're on fire. Your feet get really, really hot.
Fire.
So when I wear socks to bed, not every time, but I have in the past, like you go to bed and you're freezing, so you put socks on and you fall asleep, and I wake up in the middle of the night and it's like my feet are scorching on fire. So maybe the trick is especially since we've been working home, even though that's about to come to an end, I might start doing it while I'm on the air. And then when my feet get hot, I'm awake and can just take them off.
Amen.
Okay. Thank you for that tip.
That's what she said to do. She says she can't wait for Oaked to open because my favorite drink is a dirty martini and I love barbecue. Love y'all. Thank you for the entertainment.
Well, it's going to be a great cocktail menu as well. We're still working on the Kelly specialty drink. Alan has his.
Pretty soon they're just going to make it up.
Old-fashioned. Well, she hasn't had me back out to try it. They were going to try a raspberry infused vodka.
It's going to open pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. This one is from Sarah with an H. Sarah with an H. Hey, Kelly and Alan.
Kelly with an IE.
Subject was love y'all. Hey, Kelly and Alan. First off, I wanted to say that I love the podcast. I've been a Kid Craddock listener for years. I was wondering if you could post a link for the back massager and the stretcher that you have. My father works building tires. Wow. And I would love to get it as a present for him. Thank you so much, Sarah. Back stretcher, it's on your...
The back stretcher, I do have it linked on my Amazon store. I use with quotation marks.
And we just did a hashtag not an ad segment last podcast about these things.
Right. So you go to amazon.com/shop/Kelly Raspberry. Just have to spell my name right. KELLIERASBERRY. And I believe it's listed under health and beauty. And the back stretcher that Alan loves, I linked there because we talk about it so much. And just full disclosure, if you don't have to, you can go there and say, oh, I see that's what Kelly wants. You can buy it somewhere else. I just put it there because it was the easiest way for people to see it. If you buy it there, I might make 2 pennies off of it. Seriously, it's like this little tiny percentage. I'm not making a living off of that. Some people do.
You have an Amazon store?
I have an Amazon store.
You'll make a dime.
Yeah, I might make a dime if I'm lucky.
And then you'll just drop it so we can all pick it back up for you.
I did. Anybody, you can set up an Amazon store. Every single one of you can. I just did it because, and then I thought, well, I could maybe at first, honest to goodness, I thought I could make all this money at it. I really did. And so I would take all this time. I would spend hours curating
content.
Yeah. Well, like Mother's Day gift ideas and graduation gift ideas. And like pouring all this time into it. And then let me tell you, and then I'd promote it on my Instagram and I'd maybe get a check after all that work for $12. I'm like, this isn't worth it. It was a lot of work. But in times like this, it's easy. So I'm just throwing up my health and beauty ideas. And sometimes you click a link and it'll be like expired or they're out of stock. So I have to go back in there because some of those links probably don't even work anymore. But the back stretcher one's still current. The anxiety pills I talk about, Highlands Nerve Tonic, I've got a link there for that. The hair curlers I use, things that I talk about, the steamer, the clothes steamer. There's a lot of stuff on there if you're interested.
Okay. Well, I think that was helpful to Sarah with an H. Let's see. Let's do one more.
Because it wasn't a name brand. I mean, I don't think you can get it. I don't know.
Let's do one more. We have some really great letters, but I'm going to have to pare them down a little bit.
Okay.
Let's do one more, and then we'll start thinking about bringing it home for Jerome. Yeah. What do you think?
Okay.
This last one is from Melanie. And let's see. She says, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, I like that. I am a self-proclaimed best customer to what I believe is the best bit on the podcast. Or should I say, the podcast.
Oh.
Kelly, I know you despise when Alan does that.
It's like nails on a chalkboard.
But it brings some nostalgia my way, as an elementary buddy of mine was notorious for that. and the humor had carried it on as an adult. Okay, enough of that. The point of this letter is to name the smoker and to incorporate the best bit of the podcast. She has little musical notes when she.
Okay.
So I'm just reading the letter. Since your original side hustle was the slingshot, and I'm going to go ahead and read her submission because it's part of the letter, I think that what you should name the smoker is the slingshot. And every so often when Alan mentions it, he can pronounce it as sling shot.
Mm.
Naming the smoker sling shot will always remind you of how your side hustle started and how far you got. I love you both and appreciate the time of the podcast. It takes me away from the stresses of life. For pronunciation purposes, I hope Alan reads this one. I did, Melanie, and I really appreciate the time you
Me too, Melanie.
spent
Thank you.
writing me a letter.
Thank you, Melanie. All right.
You're really whipped at Melanie.
I'm not whipped at Melanie. I'm whipped at you. So what else is new?
Babe! Okay, hold on.
That it's like nails on a chalkboard.
Can I just summarize
And Alan says,
what I've heard on this podcast?
Go ahead.
Can I summarize what I've
Go
heard?
ahead.
When asked, this was kind of a down low Kelly clapback. When asked about her ideal day, this guy's name was never mentioned.
It was. You're going to cook me supper when I get home and make me a dirty martini.
So from the time you got up, say 9 a.m., to the time, and your ideal day, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, 7.
Six-ish.
So about 6 or 7, I come strolling in to make you dinner.
Yeah, after the dirty martini.
Nice.
All right.
That's what I heard.
That's what I said. You listening.
For a change.
For a change. Let me tell you something. I have been, and y'all have heard me, I say it on this podcast. I try to cook for my husband. I try, and I usually screw it up royally. But I found a way where I can cook for my husband. It's not a lot of effort on my part, but hey, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Green Chef.
Green
Chef.
Chef.
Let's talk about Green Chef.
All right.
Green Chef is a USDA certified organic company that makes eating well easy and affordable with plans to fit every kind of lifestyle. Their meal plans include paleo, plant-powered keto, and balanced living. I like the balanced living, I'll tell you. All the ingredients Green Chef uses for their recipes are handpicked and delivered right to your door. And they use a variety of clean, sustainably sourced organic ingredients. So you feel great about what you're eating and how it got to your table. I love the ingredients come pre-measured, perfectly portioned, and mostly prepped. Do you hear me? Pre-measured, perfectly portioned, and mostly prepped. So you're still doing some work, just not the big, hard, sweaty stuff. The recipes are quick and easy, step-by-step instructions, plus tips from the chefs who created those meals and photos to guide you along, which I appreciate, because if what I'm doing comes close to looking like the picture, I start puffing up, getting all proud because, hey, look what I'm doing. I'm cooking and I'm doing it right. So I want to be better in the kitchen. I have not made a secret about that. I want to show my family I can do more than order takeout. So I've tried other delivery services that promise, 15 minutes of prep time, and then an hour and a half later, I'm still mincing garlic. What is that? That's not the plan I want. Green Chef, like I said, they've done most of the prep work, but you're still doing your own part, and you're showing your family, hey, look what I can do. And you're taking time to show them, I'm putting love into this and preparing you a meal at home. The food's delicious. But hey, if you decide you want to switch up to a different meal plan and a different way of eating, maybe switch from keto to balanced living, it's easy to switch up your meal plan whenever you want.
Give Green Chef a try. We know you'll love the quality and the convenience, and our listeners can use code SANDWICH80 to get $80 off your first month plus free shipping on your first box. Just go to greenchef.com/sandwich80 to redeem and for more details. Again, use code SANDWICH80 to get $80 off your first month plus free shipping on your first box. Go to greenchef.com/sandwich80.
There you go. Give it a try. I think you'll like this one. All right, real quick, I wanted to say what someone asked me to address, and it was kind of, who has seen, I know everybody's seen it. If you haven't seen it, at least you've heard about it, the Netflix show Cuties.
I have not.
Have you seen the poster for it? The little girls dressed.
No, I
very
haven't. I've
scantily.
seen a clip of it though on the news.
All right. So here's the problem I have. I feel like in order to criticize something, you kind of, because a lot of people will criticize something, like you see a headline. This is notorious on Twitter. You'll see a headline, and just based on the headline, you get mad, you have an opinion, and you'll read some of the comments in the tweet below it. But if they bothered to open the article, you'll see that the headline was misleading. It was just like one of those, clickbait things. And if you open the article, it wasn't at all what the headline was. Okay, so with Cuties, a lot of people are upset about it because it basically appears to sexualize very young girls in a dance class. And the movie is a French film, and
Good night, mate.
in the picture, the girls are posed. They're probably 11, 12, maybe 13, maybe. And they're very sexually posed. They're very sexy. They're wearing these sexy little dance outfits. And people are saying basically this is, pedophile porn, basically, that pedophiles can watch it and get their jollies on these little kids. I have not watched it, but I was watching some news commentary about it, and Nancy Grace did watch it because she said, she's an attorney by trade. And I guess she wanted to be able to judge it fairly by watching it. Mm-hmm. And she described some very vulgar scenes about what these little girls do to be accepted, about bullying and what they have to do. And I've read some comments on it. I am not going to watch it. A lot of people are canceling Netflix over it because they're so upset because it's sexualizing these young girls. We have not canceled our Netflix. But I'm like, should we? I don't know. I don't know what to do about this. I have been to, my daughter used to take tap, and, that's the beginning stages of dance class when she was very young. She was in kindergarten, and she was cute and it was fun. And she'd get out there, Broadway, baby, and kind of shuffle their feet, and they'd shake their hips, and isn't that cute? And wearing, lipstick and putting her hair up, and that was fine. But then we'd have to sit through other dance routines. And it was a lot shocking to me to see some of these girls, very young girls, and the way they were dressed, very, sexy. And these are kids, little kids, very sexy. And they're doing dances that basically are simulating sex. They're thrusting, they're humping, and they're gyrating. And people can call me prudish, but I don't want my daughter dancing like that.
So what did they want you to address? They
wanted me to hear my opinion on Cuties.
Just of Cuties being on Netflix?
Being on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
And so I have not, it's hard to address something I have not seen. And I'm basing it on other people who have watched it and their opinions of it, that it's basically, like I said, just a playground for pedophiles.
Do you have to watch it though? If you've seen clips of prepubescent girls dancing like strippers, do you have to watch that to know that, okay, this is something that I'm not going to watch?
I get what you're saying.
And then probably shouldn't be on
you're right.
Netflix, where anybody can log on to Netflix and watch it.
Absolutely. But you also have to understand that kind of dancing is taking place in dance classes across the country. So, I mean,
not any dance classes my kids went to.
Like I said, go to some of those recitals. And you might want to, before you enroll your child and they fall in love with dance, before they have to do those sexy little, and by the way, they put a costume, those costumes are stinking expensive. They wear them one time and they never get to wear them again. Why? Why can't you recycle a costume and wear it again? That was my big question at the time. But then again, my daughter was 5 years old. But I digress. I have not watched Cuties, but I think that we need to kind of rein it in a little bit. I think our kids are being exposed to so much anyway on social media. Should I do a better job of monitoring my daughter's time on TikTok and stuff? Yes, I should do better at that. I trust my daughter. I've always told my daughter, I trust you until you give me a reason not to. And maybe I need to rethink that the older she gets, because she's been very good at self-policing herself. But I also remember when I was a teenager and I would be sitting in my room and my father would come in and just start going through my closet. I was the best kid. I had a sassy mouth. I was a bad attitude kid, but I didn't smoke. I didn't drink. I wasn't running around with bad party kids. I wasn't staying out past curfew. I wasn't doing anything. I was going to Florence Christian School and Bible class and youth activities. And my father still, I guess, probably reading some parenting your teenager book, would come in and look through my stuff. And I felt like, you don't trust me? And I didn't want to have that with my daughter. So I told her, until you give me a reason not to trust you, I'm going to trust you. And so far, so good, I think. But, like I said, she's about to be 14. I probably need to put a little bit more of a parental guidance on her.
Okay, back to cuties, though. What would that have to do with cuties? Related to Emma Kelly, just being able to access it?
You know how I go around no, not about that. I kind of beat around 5 different subjects.
Oh, okay.
And go off on tangents.
Okay,
that's what that was, honey.
I was just trying to help.
But as far as
guide
somebody asked me about my opinion on cuties, and my opinion on cuties is, I'm not going to watch it. I don't need to see that. I don't need to fill my mind with that. I don't know what lesson I need to learn from that. I don't like the idea of men watching it and frothing at the mouth over some 13-year-old gyrating in a tube top or whatever. So that's all I have to say about that.
Okay.
And I was asked, and there's my opinion.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not going to watch it. And then what you hear is, well, it's that documentary. It's a documentary?
No.
Okay. That show is, somebody created this show, and we got to be careful with what we ban, because everyone has a freedom of speech, and we should be able to write what we want to write and publish what we want to publish. The difference is that, pedophilia it's a crime.
Yes.
And, these girls that are dancing, it's very, very close. What I've seen just in these clips they play on the news to being.
It's very provocative.
Child pornography.
I know. It's you just don't feel
right. It makes you feel like, it's icky, So I hear people saying, well, you got to be careful with what you pull, because what are they going to pull next? Well, dude, I mean, this is real close to child porn. That's why there's an uproar about it.
Yeah.
So
anyway, that's our take on something we have not seen, but from what we've based our opinions on is from what we've heard from other people's opinions. And real quick, we want to say shout out to our podcast family member, Sam in New Zealand.
Sam,
who's always so kind and generous to us.
Sam, my friend Sam in New Zealand, he's come here and visited you at the show. He visited us. He visited me. He and I went out to a sports bar, went to a Cowboys Jets game.
Yeah, he goes on holiday to the United States every couple of years, and he always includes us in his trip. He's so sweet.
I gave him a ride around in the Prowler that time, but he sent me a book. He heard us talking about Ed Hardy shirts. He sent me a book of Ed Hardy's drawings.
Isn't that nice?
It is like the coolest book ever. So thanks, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
Sam has a big, big heart. He is just such a nice guy, but I appreciate that, my man. And then just real quick, guys, I know we're running along here. But I've been listening to this new artist, and the way I found this guy is I downloaded an Apple Music happy hour mix on because we subscribe to Apple Music. The happy hour mix had all of these country songs,
all about drinking, and obviously.
They all had. There was like "This Bar" by Toby Keith. One Tequila, Two Tequila by Luke Bryan. Yeah. Just fun.
One margarita,
one margarita,
3 margarita shots.
So all these fun songs, and I played it all summer by the pool because it was just fun to listen to while we were out there hanging out. Well, there was one song on this mix, and the song was called Rednecker. And
I'm rednecker than you.
I'm rednecker than you is kind of like
it's funny.
The hook. But I really like this song. I like all the songs on this mix, but I really like this one song, Rednecker. And I looked up the artist, and his name is Hardy. And his name's Michael Hardy, but he goes by Hardy. And he just released an album called A Rock, like A Train, A Rock. And it is so good. I've been listening to this new album
on repeat.
and we listened to it the whole time we were building the shed. I just love it. And I started doing some research and I was like, why do I like this guy so much? And he's really good with lyrics. Like he's a wordsmith, you know, he tells stories in his songs. And then I found an article. He listed his influences. His influences you'd think would be all country artists. His influences are Alice in Chains, Metallica, Van Halen, Led Zeppelin, and then his one country influence was Brad Paisley, who writes with a bunch of different kinds of
he has fun with his lyrics.
Fun with his lyrics, yeah. So that's it. He's just kind of wild style, and I've just really been digging it. It's like kind of rock country.
Yeah, I love the song on the album "Hate Your Hometown."
Yeah,
so I love that. That's what I'm trying to memorize because I love it. Yeah, he's really good. I told Alan when he comes back through town and quarantine's lifted, because I don't want to sit in my car. I want to be out amongst the people. I want to be, rubbing up on everybody and sweating and let's Hardy and spitting on each other. That's what I want. That's the kind of concert experience I'm looking forward to.
Really?
Yes.
Because that was me in
the pit.
That was
I'm gonna be spitting and I'm like, spit on me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
That was me and Numbnuts at Alice in Chains and Korn. That's exactly what that was like.
Who's Numbnuts?
Jeff.
Oh.
Remember we were in the pit? Remember me telling you that? And I came back soaking wet?
Yeah.
And we had those two big dudes behind us that blocked all the people moshing.
Just covered in germs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited and looking forward to that again one day.
That was pre-COVID.
One day.
Anyway, check out Hardy. The name of that album is A-Rock, and just do some poking around. He's a cool guy. Now I follow him on Instagram. I follow his girlfriend on Instagram. He's just like a normal dude. He seems real super chill, super normal. So anyway,
all right.
There you go, babe. All right, babe. Well, we went a little long today, but we had a lot of stuff to go through. A lot of content to go through.
A lot.
You got anything else?
For hanging with us. No. Lord help me. No, we got to go.
Okay. Well, even though your ideal day didn't include me.
It did include you.
I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately. I love Hardy desperately.
Wow.
But I'm sure we'll podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye. All right.
Okay.
Hack-a-Shack.
I've got to have a title for this one.
Thank you, Karen.
What was the 13 questions or whatever?
Well, we did 12. There's 36 in the whole thing. To fall in love with anyone, do this.
A sandwich and falling in love.
Well, that's not really about what the podcast was about.
A sandwich and...
To fall in love with anyone, do this. She refers to a study by the psychologist Arthur Aron that explores whether intimacy between two strangers can be accelerated by having them ask each other a specific series of personal questions. A sandwich and some personal questions? A sandwich and some probing personal questions.
And some probing questions.
Yes, a sandwich and some probing questions. We asked our members some probing questions. Hey guys, what was going on with the video? Were you having problems? I saw a bunch of. Thank you, Bethany. Yeah, y'all friend Sam. He's a cool guy, man. He's Sam Dugan, Dougan. He's in New Zealand. So the time is kind of crazy, but if you live Hardy, you have to listen to Morgan Whalen. Okay, I'll check that out. Yeah, Jana, I really like Hardy. I like, the songs are easy to listen to, but he's got some really good guitar in there. That's probably why I like it. I mean, it sounds more like, it sounds like Southern rock. It's not really country. It sounds more like Southern rock, but I really like it. Thank you, Angie. Appreciate you.
What are they saying that you're They'd spend the day with you, honey?
No, they're saying they're just happy we did a podcast.
They're saying they would spend the day with you.
No, nobody said that. Would anyone spend the day with me? Or would you also wait until 6 or 7 in the evening to hang out with me? Now I'm taking it personally, like the ideal day, and then I don't even make an appearance until 7 in the evening. Bethany, good grief.
What?
Nothing.
What'd she say?
she's just trying to. Come on! Thank you, Sam. Thank you.
Sam's there.
Sam's there. Sam.
What did Bethany say?
Sam has my back. Bethany said, "Kelly, I would want to spend your best day with you." And then Jana says, "I would if Kelly can come too." Jana. She said, "Kelly and the doggies." Thank you, Bethany. She said she'd spend the day with me, but then that would be weird. So she'd have to have you come along too.
Yeah, because we're going to walk on the beach and drink coffee.
Huh. Oh. There you go. Karen said she threw down a little Mighty Met in the spin class she taught.
See?
Yeah, good call, Michael. Yeah. Michael made a good point. He said, well, Emma Kelly didn't make an appearance at all, and you're bitching about Kelly not seeing you till 6.
My daughter's almost 14.
Oh, yeah.
She is not part of my perfect day right now.
Thank you, Hector. Appreciate you. All my bros got me, man. All my buddies got me. Thank you, Angie. There you go, XX, little Matt 2298XX. Sam, we've gone day drinking. Actually, we didn't go day drinking. We went to happy hour, and then we didn't stay out real late. All right. Bethany is now friends with Sam.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we encourage you guys. I mean, it's up to you, but we have a lot of people who, have listened and they become friends with other people that listen. And then even like on the vacation, they met on the vacation and now they hang out like, outside of just social media, which makes us feel good. Like we're, helping people connect and stuff. That's really great. In fact, I think we said it last time. Some of our listeners are coming to Mexico over Thanksgiving because we're going. I think we mentioned that. Yeah, I bet, Karen. 17-year-old twin daughters. Oh. Sam, if you're there. Yeah, Angie. Well, hey, I know Thanksgiving's tough, especially for people with, families, but we don't have our kids this year. We have family, but we don't have our kids this year. So and we didn't get to do Mexico this summer. So we're going to Valentin Imperial. Anybody's welcome to come if they can do it. But then we're going to do, hopefully 2021 is different. We're going to do it big next year. We're going to get a big group next year. I have a feeling. Everybody will be dying to go on vacation next summer. Yeah, we can meet at Oak. Oh, you're not XX, Little Matt 928XX anymore. Now it's just Little Matt 928. Okay, that's easier to say. Oh, Sam. So did you see the book? And then it's really cool, man.
Okay, so the first thing we did was the first part. Alan,
I have that on a shirt.
Alan found, what was it? The 36 found a 3-part. Alan shares part 1 of a 3-part part series on the probing questions. What's it called?
Mm-hmm.
The
36 Questions That Leads to Love by Daniel Jones.
36 probing questions that lead to love by
Daniel Jones.
Daniel
What
Jones.
are those? Those are wild. Karen says, can you shout out happy 21st birthday to her son, Cole?
Happy 21st, Cole.
Happy 21st, Cole. He spells it Kole.
Very classy.
That's her son who's the baseball pitcher.
Cool. And then we answered listener mail.
Coltrane. Yeah.
Was there anything really interesting we answered in the listener mail?
Coltrane.
That needs to be. There's isn't there a famous person named Coltrane? Was there anything particular in the listener mail that I could address in the?
No, it was just kind of a grab bag. I have a shirt with that one on it too. That's a famous one. Tiger, kind of Japanese tiger. That's cool. So anyway, yeah, thanks, Sam. It's a cool book. I have a collection of, well, I have a bunch of books in here, but I have a collection of tattoo books. So this is awesome. That's pretty badass. That's pretty. Very cool.
All right, y'all. Next podcast, I will be cough free. I have a feeling that I'm getting closer. Let's see. This goes to Alan, Robert.
All right, guys. I got to upload this file to Stop Talking.
Let me see.
I got to upload it to Stop Talking, Young Blake, Sweet Clean Lacey, and Kelly Raspberry Evans. Yeah, Sam, check out Sailor Jerry. He's the godfather. Michael said he hopes you clear up soon. Thanks, y'all. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you.
I'm glad y'all like to hang out.
Who said they're coming with us Thanksgiving?
With me.
Anybody new?
No, I think they were kind of thinking about it, I think.
Anybody coming next July?
A lot of people said they'd come next July.
All right.
John Coltrane. That's who you're thinking of.
I knew there was a famous Coltrane.
My man. Yeah, we'll start planning for next year in December, January, not too long from now, because it takes we got to really plan that out. But it'll be over the 4th of July week, because that's when Kelly has her big vacation. So 4th of July week, if you're even remotely interested, it's adults only. It's in Mexico, so start thinking about it. Start putting pennies in your vacation jar. We'll get a good rate. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Talk to you soon.
When are we recording again?
Monday night.